Oh, Basha. Hello, hello, hello. You're going to have to ask your daddy. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. No, 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 girl. Oh, poor girl. You were left alone, so you need attention. Hello, hello, hello. We'll wait for a few more people to get on, Basha. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. We'll wait for a few more people to get on before we start. Before we start today. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. We will get started. Hello, everyone. Hello, Nashika. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, I do apologize. Hello, Lily. It's going great. How is yours going? It's going great. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. Hey, Carla. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Jan Selection. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, okay, you're working. You receive. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hey, Nashika. There are not really any positions because a lot of the positions have, hey, Nisha, you have to be 18 or older, but we did a video of things that teens can do to make money from home. I'll have Carol, if she would please, to find that video for you and post it in the chat. We did a video a little while ago that things that teenagers can do to make money while working from home. So I'll have Carol post that video for you. Yeah, it's very interesting. Hey, Carla, we did a video with Kelly Connect yesterday. They are looking for technical people. So if you're interested in that, you'll probably want to apply. It seems like a good entry-level position. I think I'm going to do a tech video in the next week or so. I will do a tech video. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Hey, Jacqueline. Yes, i5, 8 gigabyte. Good. Great. That's a great choice. Yep. It will will allow you to work from home. You ready to take notes, Jan and Ice? Yes, so that is good, Jackie. Oh, Carla, I'm sure it'll go great. It'll go great. It will. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, Nashika. And I'll get started. For those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you for watching us. Welcome to our channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming again. We really appreciate it. I am Tangi. Carol is in the comments. Together, we are two chicks with a side hustle where we post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We also do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Carol is in the comments for those of you who are looking to see who is talking. That is Carol. She's in the comments and she will be also answering questions If I don't know anything, I will refer you to her. So that is what we do. On Sunday, our topic today is things you need to work from home. I just have a short list of things that you need to get or maybe work on getting when working from home, and some things that you probably already have or you can use. And a lot of the stuff is, common sense or basic, but a lot of the things that extra things you don't necessarily have to have, but we will get into that. A little information about Carol and myself. We have been working from home about 14 years now. Doing various work from home positions, side gigs, side hustles. I do have a brick and mortar job now outside of the home, but I do side gigs, side hustles. Carol works strictly from home and has been for about since about 2011. I previously worked from home full time for 5 years while my kids were small. So we just created these social media platforms um, to help people like yourself who want to work from home and just don't know where to start, or have worked from home previously and you just need help with finding other positions, or tips and tricks and strategies that we have used to help us along the way. So that is what we're here to do. As always, I like to take questions in the beginning. So if you have any questions regarding work from home, regarding any of the positions Carol posted on YouTube this week, regarding any of the positions that were posted in our Facebook group or on our blog, feel free to put them in the chat and we will answer those. Those of you who are new, we do have various social media channels. We are on Facebook at Two Chicks with a Side Hustle. We also have a Facebook group called Kiss That Cubicle Goodbye. We are also on Instagram at Two Chicks with a Side Hustle, and we have a blog at twochickswithasideHustle.com. So make sure you are checking all of those social media platforms and our blog every day, as we do post different positions across all those platforms. Hey, Carla, you want to add Cambly? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, and you don't want to put too much on you. So just start off slow and figure out what works for you. Cambly is one of those things that you can pick up and put down whenever you want. So you work it when you want. If you don't feel like working it, I have not worked Cambly in about 2 months, maybe 3, maybe longer than that. But I probably will get back on there sometime this month. Yeah, and a lot of I tell a lot of people, and Carol also, she tells people this: make sure if you are one of those people who like to do different things, or who likes a little variety, pick different things. Pick different things that will help you. I do Cambly, that's teaching. I do a mystery shopping, things that will keep you that you don't get bored. And make sure that if you have a full-time job or if you have another job, make sure that things that don't have an hour requirement, or the hour requirement is low, meaning the company does not require you to work a certain number of hours a week. With a lot of these companies, some of the companies will require you to work maybe 10 hours a week, just as a minimum. So make sure if you have full-time jobs, or you have other positions that you work, make sure the minimum hourly goal is attainable for you. So make sure you're thinking about that when you apply, because you don't want to stretch yourself too thin and not be able to meet the minimum hour requirement. Hey, so y'all. Okay, we're going to talk about that today. So y'all, I'll talk about, hey, Karen, we'll talk about what you need to work from home. I'll give a few computer specs and a few other things that you will need. So I will talk about that today. Give us a minute. I'm going to answer a few questions and then I'll get started. Hey, Yaya, happy Sunday to you. So, yeah. On a holiday weekend, yes, I am so happy. We do have a holiday tomorrow. Hey, Tangi, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I am so happy we have a 3-day weekend. On my, we're getting close to the holiday time. Where I work, we get when the kids go on fall break, we get a couple of days. For Thanksgiving, we get a few days. For Christmas, we get a couple of weeks. So we're coming in on that time where we are getting those days off, and I am happy. So this is my happy time of the year. Hey, Vicky, thank you. Carol will write your name down for the drawing, and we'll talk about the drawing later for those of you who are interested. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you who have shared. Thank you and congratulations to all of you who have gotten hired, interviews, or have elected to start your work at home journey. Congratulations. If we can be of any help, again, you can put your questions in the chat. You can email us at twochickswithasideHustle@gmail.com. Please be patient with us in getting back to you because, again, it is only Carol and myself, and we are doing the best we can to keep up with everything because we do have positions that we work also. But again, we will get back with you if you have any questions. Again, you can always come on our live streams and ask. Today, guys, we are going to talk about things you need to work from home. And of course, the simple things that you need would be, computer, headset, phone, and other things. But we'll get into the details of it. So when you start working from home, there are certain things that you will need, certain things that you can, get by with not having, and certain things, again, that you will need. And as you get going, I do like to add different things that you need. So the first thing that you will need is a computer. Now, some companies that you apply for will send you equipment, and that will include the computer. But if the company does not provide you with the equipment, you will need your own. Thank you, Tangi. And what that looks like is a desktop or laptop computer, depending on the company. And a lot of these will depend on the company you're working for. But most companies, I'll say 90% of them will want you to have your own equipment. You can use a desktop or a laptop. And I say this all the time. If you don't have a lot of money to invest on a desktop or a laptop, go to Walmart.com or Amazon.com and purchase a refurbished computer. And what a refurbished computer is a lot of times businesses lease their computers. My company that I work for, we lease our computers. So after we're done, after our lease is up on the computers, the company that leased us the computers will sell them to a company that sells them on the aftermarket. They call them the aftermarket. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Armor Food. We did a video for that Armor Food. I can't remember, but thank you for letting us know. And if you know of any companies, you are free to put them there for people who are low income. So thank you, Amor. I'm sorry, I said Armor. Thank you, Amor Foods. If you have any companies that you know of that sell you refurbished computers, if you're lower income, feel free to put them there, Amor Food. We really appreciate it. Hey, Carrie GTV. And so those refurbished computers are leased business computers. And I tell people about these because they are perfect to work from home. They contain the specs that you need to work from home. A lot of the computers we buy for our home use are not, and especially if we buy a lower price one, they don't have all the specifications you need to work from home. The processor is not fast enough. It doesn't have enough RAM. So those computers, although um, they are computers and they do function as computers, they are basically for your home use. These refurbished computers are already equipped with the specifications to work from home. They have the right processor, they have the right RAM, they have the right I can't even think of it pixels monitor and things like that. So video card, that's what I want to call it, video card. They have all the specifications, and they are priced at a good price. You can get a great refurbished setup, desktop monitor, keyboard, mouse for about $150 to $200. So with that being said, I would invest in a refurbished computer before I go buy a new home computer, because you'll spend more. You'll spend more money. And with these, you can get up and running. They already have the Windows license. You can spend less money. I suggest at least an i5 processor. I know they have the Duo Core 2 and all of that, but my preference is an i5 processor. That way, it will be fast enough. 8 gigabytes of RAM. At 4 would be good. 8 is great. 19 or 17-inch monitor, keyboard, mouse. And that will run you, again, between $150 and $200. And again, you will just need to go on Amazon or Walmart, type in refurbished computers, and they will come up. They have desktops, laptops. The laptops are a little bit more. I have purchased both desktop and laptop, so they are great computers. I have 2 of them that are still working today. I bought one maybe 4 or 5 years ago for my mom, and then I bought another one for my sister. So they work great, as long as you are, taking care of them, not downloading a lot of stuff. If you're just using them for work, you just use them for work. So they are great computers, and it is a low cost investment. And again, these investments are tax write-offs. So if you do buy a computer, make sure you are writing that off on your taxes come tax time. And thank you, Amore Food. Thank you so much for getting those links. Again, you will need a computer, and you need to make sure the specifications for the computer is correct. How you can get those specifications, what I suggest is you take 3 companies that you want to apply for and look at the specifications for those jobs. And once you see the specifications for those jobs, then you go over to Walmart or Amazon and you type in refurbished computers, and you will see what they have available. Carol has put a computer in the chat. I have only used HP. I know Carol has used Dell. That is just my preference. I'm not saying any of them is greater than the other. I know on Walmart's site and Amazon's site, they have both Dell and HP. I prefer the HP and have bought a couple of the HPs on the refurbished site, on the refurbished market. So that's just my preference. I know Carol has purchased Dell, so that is, I don't know if it's her preference. I think she just kind of just purchased it. But they are great computers, and also they give you a warranty with them. So if something happens, it's not working correctly, you can send it back. So make sure you check those out and make sure you're getting something that you can use. The next thing you will need is a phone line. Now, not all companies, oh, you're welcome, Tina. Not all companies require you to have a phone line, but if you're working Alarica, LiveOps, NextRep, those beginner-friendly companies usually require you to have a phone line because they will route the calls to your phone. So when you're receiving a call, when you're working and you are receiving calls, they will route them to your home phone, and that works. That is the technology used. Basically, you'll enter your phone number into the application, and then the application will route the calls to your phone line. So when you get a call, you'll just pick up your phone as if you're picking it up if someone calls your home, and you'll just state the script that you are required to state. So that is one technology that they use. So if you're working for a lot of those beginner-friendly companies require you to have a phone line. So if you are trying to work from home and you are doing the beginner-friendly, you will need a phone line. Another technology that is used is USB headset. And the USB headset technology allows the company to route the calls to your computer. So it is another technology used. You'll basically sign on to what we call a soft phone, and that is an application within your computer that you'll log into your computer, and that soft phone will route the calls to your computer. You will need a USB headset. Mine is wireless because I do side gigs and side hustles that don't require me to be wired. But if you have a full-time position or a company that is you're working full-time for and they're routing the calls to your computer, you will need a wired USB headset with a microphone. And this headset, mine is a Logitech. If it was wired, and I don't think I have my wired here, it will have a wire coming out like a USB mouse, and you will plug the end into your computer, into your USB port in your computer, and this will allow you to talk to the customers through your computer. I have only ever used Logitech headsets. I don't have any experience with anything else. They are great headsets, sturdy and affordable. You can get a wired one for about $24.99 from Amazon, Walmart, Dell, Office Depot. Carol, if I'm missing anybody, you can put it in the chat. But they're usually about $24.99. During the pandemic, of course, the price skyrocketed. The wireless one, I think I paid $30, maybe $40 for this one. But again, don't get this one if you are new. Please get the wired one. A lot of companies will not allow you to have the wireless. The companies I work for, it doesn't matter, but make sure you get a wired one. Again, if your child is a gamer and they have the gaming headsets, those work fine. Trying to think of what else you can. Please don't go out and get the headsets that have the pink and green 3.5 millimeter, like we used to plug in our Walkmans and stuff. That is not going to work. If you do have those kinds of headsets, they do have adapters that you can use. I've never used them. You can get them off Amazon. If you just happen to have that type of headset, you can plug those two 3.5 millimeters into a USB and put it into your computer. Make sure it has a microphone. I have seen that done, although I have not used it. So that is how you will talk to the customers, either through your home phone or USB headset. So make sure you, when you are applying, that you make sure that you find out what type of technology it is, because you want to make sure you have all your equipment that you need So if you have a home phone, it could be through Comcast, AT&T. A lot of companies, when we first started, required you to have a landline phone, meaning that it wasn't voice over IP, meaning that it had to come from like AT&T, Bell South, or whatever your provider was, and it had to be a landline where you can plug it into the wall. Now, a lot of the companies are allowing you to have voice over IP, meaning that your internet service provider will provide you with the phone and you will use that phone. So that is another thing you will need. Another something else you will need, of course, is high-speed internet. So you will need high-speed internet. You cannot use, and I don't know if they still have people use it, dial-up. A lot of companies do not allow satellite internet. You will need, some companies do, a lot of them don't. I don't know the companies that allow satellite internet. Most of the companies, I'll say 99% of them, would like you to have some type of, what is it? High-speed internet, fiber, T1, those type of things. So you want to make sure you have high-speed internet. What I like to tell people is if you have the lower package where the slowest internet, you can get by, but I suggest the medium grade. It doesn't have to be the slowest and it doesn't have to be the fastest, but make sure you're somewhere in the middle to start off. It may cost you a little more money, but again, your internet bill is some tax write-off. So you can, a part of it, I'm not going to say part of it. Hey, Amor, VoIP, voice over IP, is the technology that the cable company uses to provide you phone service in your home. What a soft phone is an application that companies use who are hiring like customer service people. They will have you install a soft phone on your computer. It's like some soft phones are 5.9. What is another one? Magna 5. Those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head. 5.9 and Magna 5. They are applications that that you put on your computer that actually route the calls to your USB headset, and that will have to be set up by the company that you are working for. Those soft phones, voice over IP, VoIP, is the technology used by cable companies to offer you a home phone in your home. So though it's two separate things. You can use a soft phone for things on the computer, but usually companies use those to allow you to work a soft phone. So you wouldn't necessarily use a soft phone just to make calls regularly. You'll use them to receive calls from people who are calling you for maybe customer service or something like that. Again, voice over IP is the technology that Comcast uses or Bell South uses now to provide your home with phone service. So I hope that's clear. Yeah, satellite internet. I have never used it. My mother-in-law had it for a while and she didn't like it. So yeah. Oh, you like Dell, Carla? Well, Dell is okay. I have used Dell, but not frequently. My aunt gave me a Dell laptop when I was in the hospital with my son, and that is the only thing I have ever had by Dell. Yep. So that is, so make sure you have those, either a USB headset or a home phone. And again, a lot of the companies, the newer companies, are using the USB headsets. The beginner-friendly companies, a lot of those use the home phone. Another thing you will need to be hardwired to your computer needs to be hardwired to your modem. So that means that you cannot use a Wi-Fi signal. So say you have a laptop and you walk all over the house with your laptop, That is not um, that is not usually the case with work at home companies. They want you to be hardwired, and hardwired is using the Ethernet cable that usually the cable company will provide you with. You can ask them for one. If you don't have one, they will probably 9 times out of 10 give you one, and you will connect one end into your computer. So it is I think it's RG45 is the technology that they use, but that's not important. You will connect this to your computer, and you will connect the other end to your modem, which is the box that the cable company gives you to provide you with internet. And most 99% of the companies require you to be hardwired. And the reason they require you to be hardwired, because Wi-Fi, you can drop the signal at any time, and this is a stable connection. This is a stable connection. So most companies require you to be hardwired. Side gigs, side hustles, not so much. But if you're working for a company that provides customer service, or you're doing some type of tech support or non-phone positions, they will require you to be hardwired. So make sure if you are working that you are hardwired. Like I said, you can get these cables from your internet service provider. If you usually you have to walk in, or you can buy them at Walmart, off Amazon. If you need a longer one, Amazon has those, Walmart has those. So you will need to be hardwired. Another thing a lot of companies these days are requiring is you have some type of secure setup. And I know Kelly Connect, PNC Banks, those companies will want you to have a secure setup. So what they mean by secure setup is usually your desk is facing, or your computer monitor is facing the wall. So they don't want you to be someone to be able to come in and look at your screen. They want you to be your desk to be, well, your computer screen to be facing a wall, just like mine is. You see the wall behind me, because of the secureness of you're dealing with people's accounts, usually people's credit cards and things like that. So they want it to be a secure setup. So you can't be in your living room just all out in the open. You have to be in a separate room, in your closet, something that you can close the door. Not a lot of companies, but the companies that you are dealing with credit card information. Beginner friendly companies, they don't have that requirement. I will tell you that. A lot of the immediate hire companies, they don't have that requirement. But the companies like PNC Bank, Unum, Kelly Connect, they require you to have a secure workspace, meaning that nobody can come and walk in and see your monitor. You need to have a separate room where you can close the door. So make sure if you're applying for or looking for one of those type positions, you have a secure workspace. Now, I'll tell people, a lot of people say, well, I can't afford a desk, or I can't I don't have an office space. I have seen people get creative to put curtains around, and I don't know if that works for Kelly or PNC Bank, um, but some people have made different type of things, closures to put around their computer and things like that. So if you don't have the workspace available, just know that there are things you can do. Clothes racks, people have put curtains on them. I've seen all types of things. People get creative. Those foldable bifold things that people purchase. It's a lot of things you can purchase to make sure your your workspace is secure. But if you're applying again for those positions like Kelly Connect, PNC, and things like that, make sure you have a secure workspace and they want you to have a door. You don't necessarily need a desk. If you have a table, you can use a card table, things like that. Make sure, make sure you do what works for your budget. When I first started, I didn't have a desk or whatever, but I used, things that I had. I didn't want to go out and purchase a lot of stuff. I had a computer that that was something I had. So you can get creative and do things that, will work for your budget. And as you get to making money, you can purchase these things to help you along. You don't necessarily need a printer. If you want to purchase a printer, make sure it's just a cheap printer. I think my printer was maybe $20, $25 from Walmart. You don't necessarily need it. A lot of companies will have you to scan documents back in. I would say if you don't have a scanner, take the picture with your phone, upload it back to your email. If you can purchase a scanner, do that. That's fine. Office chairs, it just depends. If you can't afford an office chair, just use a regular chair. There's nothing, that says you have to have an office chair or you have to do what works for your budget. A lot of people, I tell people, hey, I've been to the Salvation Army looking for office chairs. The old vets home, anything that was affordable to my budget, I did. And I tell people all the time, if you can't afford a computer, go look at your local pawn shop and things like that. Those computers, sometimes are great computers that they are selling for a small cost. If you can't afford to buy a computer, go to your local rent-a-center, errands, things like that. Use the 90 days same as cash, or 30 days free. Start working, you know get you enough money up to purchase a computer. Take that computer back, purchase you another computer. There are all types of ways that you can work, that different things you can do, that you don't have to, if you don't necessarily have the money but you want to get started. Those are things you can do, that people I know have done to start working from home. It's just all about what your budget is. Oh, okay. Fast scanner. Thank you, Tina. I didn't know that. I'm gonna write that down. Fast scanner. Hold on, y'all. I'll write that down because I like to. I didn't know that. Thank you, Tina. I knew that there were those type of things out there, but I didn't know that the names of them. But thank you. I'll put that in my notes. Um, just know that companies will ask you for identification, social security numbers, things like that, your personal information, because these are companies and they do have to report to the IRS just like any other position. So just know that the companies will ask you for identifying information. People are taken aback sometimes because companies ask them for their social security number, things like that. That is just the norm. If you're working outside of your home, when you start working for a company, they are going to ask you for all of that identifying information, ID, social security number, things like that. This is no different. You will have to turn those in. The only thing is you will be scanning that documentation into your computer and providing it to them that way instead of handing it to them. Depending on the type of job, it will be a W-2 position, which means you are an employee of the company. So you will have to sign a W-2 form. If you are not a W-2 employee, you will be a contract employee. And that requires you to fill out a W-9. So make sure you check out, make sure you have that information ready. Yeah, I have worked from my closet. I have worked from my closet too. So, and I tell people, when you have, hey, Kenny, when you have children and you need to be creative, that is one of the things that you do. My closet is in my bathroom, so I have done that before. So it's, you have to do what you have to do. I work from home with two small children, so, and they were toddlers, so I have done it. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't knock anyone for anything that they have had to do to work from home. It's all, it's all trial and error. I'm not saying the things that Carol and I tell you guys are, will work for you, but you figure out what works for you. We try to give you some type of strategy or things that have worked for us to help you. We're not saying that's the end all be all, but it can give you some type of information to figure out what works for you. So you do what works for you. I have worked in all kinds of places. We went on vacation, my mom and I and my aunts, to New York, and I was teaching little kids at the time, so I had to take my computer and my background and things like that to work. So I've worked from hotel rooms, all kinds of stuff. So you get creative with what you have to do. Trying to think, did I leave anything out? Printer. Carol, did I leave anything out? I don't think I did. The desk, we talked about the desk if you don't have one. Yeah, it is. You have to do what you have to do. If you want to work from home, people ask me all the time, how did you work? Yes, Karen, it is. People ask me all the time, how did I work from home with two small children? And my children are, I have two older children, and I've been working from home since they were like 10 and 10. Well, no, he was probably about 8 and 12. And then my smaller children, I had been working from home since before they were born. So when they came along, I had to really get creative. And hey, Angel and Carol would stay up with me late at night to work. I would work when they were sleeping. Just different type of things that you try to figure out, because again, it is all trial and error. Everything that works for me will not work for you. So I just had to get creative. When my kids were toddlers, I had a phone position and I worked that phone position. So people say, "Oh, I have kids. I can't work a phone position." Yeah, that may be true. But what I did is I made sure my kids were on the schedule. They went to sleep. I worked. I worked at night. Carol would stay up with me on the weekends, I remember, to work. So that it's all trial and error. There's no one answer for everything. So figure out what works for you. If you have those small kids and you're trying to work from home, figure out a job that works for you. I had a job that was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Carol had the same position. So we would kind of like, try to figure out when we could work and what we could do. And she really helped me through those times. We had a couple non-phone positions that we did. I tell everybody I was in the hospital taking calls with my son when I was on bed rest. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. So it can be done. I am a true believer in you can find anything that can work for you. Oh, congratulations, Christina. Thank you for letting us know. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Oh, you have it, Amore Food. You already have the position. You have it. We're going to speak on it now. Third interview, you have it. You have it. So, yeah. Any more questions? I have two non-phone positions that I have to talk about today. And you guys, these are just things that I have come across that you will need. Oh, okay. Latifa, I'm gonna say that I I'm not sure which one is the best. The 1099 that I worked, which I thought was great, was Alarica, but they're not 1099 anymore. I've never worked for NextRep. They would never ever hire me. Live Ops is a great one. I did like Live Ops. And because I've never worked for a lot of them, that I work Live Ops, NextRep. You work for Direct Interactions. Latifa, if you want to work for Working Solutions, you already know what to do. Apply again, different email. If that's what you want to do. Oh, okay. They gave you. I like Live Ops, and Live Ops is oh yeah, Latifa. I would say, and I don't. This is my thing about reviews. I take them with a grain of salt because you never know what that person did on the other end if they're giving a bad review. Maybe they had issues with being on time. Maybe they had issues with, you know, being told what to do. I take them with a grain of salt because you don't know the backstory. What happens to you may be totally different. So I would say, just give it a chance, and your experience may not be their experience. People have bad things to say about Live Ops, and I liked Live Ops. I really did. But it's just dependent upon you. So I would say give it a try because you don't know what happened in the other people's situation. Sometimes people are disgruntled and they will get on there and say anything. So figure out what works for you. Hey, Kim. Okay, Kim. Yeah, Amore, they do. A lot of the companies that are around, again, they're going to have mixed reviews. Some people, yes, one man's trash. That's right, Karen, one man's trash. They are going to, especially if those people, and like I tell people all the time, I'm not a rule follower. I'm not, and I know that about me. I'm going to figure out what works for me, and then I'm going to do that. But Carol, she is a rule follower, so she may have the best the best review for the company, in which I'll be like, oh no, they weren't that good because they didn't let me do what I wanted to do. So it's just dependent on you and your experience. Yeah, customers, yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah, Shell Bell, that is true. Live Ops is a great company especially if you want to schedule your own hours and things like that. Oh, okay, Kim. Yeah, yeah, Kim. You will be okay. I feel like um, I feel like that you just be yourself, even though it is a camera, you just have in the mind pre-recorded. You have in your mindset that you are talking to the interviewer, and you sell yourself just as you would in an interview. You got it. You got this. You're gonna get it. Okay, Angel Eyes. I suggest Live Ops if you haven't tried them. Of course, you do have to pay for a background check. Oh, Latifa. Yeah. This is my thing with Live Ops. As long as you're doing a good job, and I don't know if this is to be true. This is just what I believe. I think if you're doing the good job, they will route the calls to you. If you're doing a good job and you're hitting your metrics and things like that, they will route the calls to you. And I'll tell you why. because my friend Carol is a rule follower and she has great metrics anytime she works, and I am not, and they will route more calls to her than they would me. So that is what I believe. Um, so yeah, so um, I would say just as long as you're hitting your metrics and things like that, they will route the calls to you. And that is true because Carol used to get way more calls than I did. And that is the truth. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, it is rough out there, Kim. I was like that when my kids were small and I went back to work when they were a little older. So don't be afraid, especially um, now. A lot of companies are turning to work from home, and it's gotten really easier than what it used to be. I will say that before it was it was rough. It was a rough journey, but now it's more user friendly and things like that. So don't be afraid. It's going to be great. You will make money. And I tell people the money will come as long as you are, you believe and you are confident in your skills. You pay attention during the training. You do what you're supposed to do. You put in what you are supposed to put in, then the money will come. It will come. So I am a firm believer in that. Okay, guys. Oh, you apply for direct response. I like direct response, Latifa. That is the company that Carol and I, well, we worked through Alarica, and Carol worked direct response through Live Ops also. But that's the company that I worked for when my kids were small, and we worked at nights, a lot of nights. So that was a great one. Hey, Candace Joy. Well, guys, I'm going to get into the two non-phone positions we have today. Um, our first position is with Boomtown, and they are looking for an SMS client concierge, so that just text message. They're looking for a part-time SMS client concierge. You will work with client concierges to contact real estate and mortgage leads on behalf of the client, providing 24/7 coverage. If you are interested in technology, real estate, and the mortgage industry, this job is for you. You'll learn to take what it takes to convert online leads into business opportunities for clients through speed to lead and continued follow-up. You will enjoy innovative and cutting-edge position if you thrive in a high-energy, fast-paced environment. You will act as the first point of contact for all leads through texting according to the predefined process. You will learn and utilize scripts in the key to determine information, leads buying time frame, desired location, price point. For this role, you'll need excellent written and verbal communication, a typing speed of 40 words per minute with 100% accuracy, experience in a customer-facing role, experience in a collaborative environment, ability to form client relationships quickly, excellent time management skills. You must have strong attention to details to follow processes 100% of the time, experience with database management and understanding of the real estate industry, though it is not required. The pay is $11 an hour. It's a flexible schedule. Hours range from 18 to 29 hours per week. Shifts are available 24/7 with additional earning opportunities for overnight hours. You have to live in one of the following states: Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Nevada, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. Benefits include 401k plan and wellness incentives. You need a desktop computer with webcam or a laptop computer, secure and speedy internet connection with a minimum of 25 megabits download, 10 megabits upload, and benefits subject to successful completion of 90-day probationary period. So if you want to check out how fast your internet connection is, make sure you go on speedtest.net, and that will give you your upload and download speed. So yeah, okay. Yep. For those of you, Karen is talking about Lands End. Carol will put the post that we posted on the blog for Lands End. They are hiring. Thank you, Karen. Again, they do provide the equipment. And Jacqueline, for some companies for some clients with live ops, you use a USB headset. With some clients, you use a home phone. It just depends on what client you are on which client they give you. So our next position is literably, and literably is a transcription position. What you will be doing is it is an online literacy assessment that screens K-8 students for reading difficulties, monitors their progress as readers, and diagnose skill gaps. Literably's mission is to help teachers 100% of their students reading on grade level. This position pays $10 or more per hour. You make your own schedule. No experience necessary. You must be 18 years of older. You cannot live in California, Connecticut, Maryland, Montana, New England, or New Jersey. You will be transcribing children reading. So this is a transcription position. Again, they do not hire in California, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Montana, Nebraska, or New Jersey. So if you live in one of those states, you cannot apply, and you will you don't need a polished letter or resume. They have built a training mode, and they will teach you how to transcribe, and you will they will evaluate the performance on those 6 transcription recordings. So they have 6 transcription recordings that you will type, and then they will score to determine if you have the position. So make sure you check out those 2 non-phone positions, Boomtown and Literably. Also, make sure you check out Lands End if you're looking for a company that provides equipment. Thank you, Karen. Are there any more questions? Yes, Kenny. There are few and far between. Oh, there are. Oh, okay. Well, Karen, sometimes it goes like that. You have to do what's best for you, and if that position was not for you, I mean, I would think if you didn't like your position that you're currently working, you can always go back and try it again. Kenny, a lot of times, like with California and New York, it's their labor laws. I don't know if it's particularly the unions, it's their labor laws. I know that's what I was told when we first started working at home, and we were trying to figure out why is there nothing why is always excluding California and things like that. And so a lady told me that it was because of the labor laws. Oh, okay, Karen. Usually, they tell you about determine on logging into their application. So, say you work 10 to 7 and you log on your computer. They like you to log on 5 minutes early. So you'll sign into your application, clock in, clock out, at that certain time. With work at home, they are kind of strict because you're working from home. And you are working from home. So they expect you, they hold you accountable more than they would as a brick and mortar employee. Because, with work from home, you don't have to travel anywhere. There's really no reason for you to be late, according to them. So it depends on the time you clock in and clock out to whatever application they are using to clock in and clock out. Usually they have you log into multiple applications. So a lot of times they want you to be there 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early. Um, I I don't necessarily agree with that because I am one of those people that was always late. It's just I mean, I wasn't always late. I'll say this, that I just was not, and it just depends on the company and if I was motivated with the company. I worked one position that was called Grant Guides, and I think it was Finger Lakes, and they're not around anymore. And they used to do those grant guides on TV that people used to order to write grants and things. But the company was so, it was just not my cup of tea. So I was always late. And so the lady asked me, she said, why are you always late? Why can't you ever be on time? And I was like, the morale here is poor. I mean, you can't possibly think that people enjoy working here. And she said, but it's still, you still have to be on time. And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. But I have small children and I'm trying to work in between. So I had a ton of excuses. Needless to say, I didn't work there long, but yeah, I was trying fired, Kenny. I didn't work there long, but they have tracking systems. They have probably come a long way since I worked those type of jobs. But that's how they track you, is logging in and logging out, and make sure you're on time. They don't give grace periods like they do in regular brick and mortar. So there is no 5 to 7 minute grace period for you to log in there. You don't get that. We're working from home. A lot of times, the tracking, and they do monitor calls. So for people who are wondering, that they do monitor calls. It just depends on the company, how many times they monitor you a month. And they will let you know that they monitor, but I don't think you have to be are you necessarily monitored every day. Again, when you first start out, they will monitor you more than average. And then when they think you have the position, they will, slack up. And unfortunately, Karen, you may have to be glued to your desk. They do allow for you to restroom breaks and things like that. They do give you breaks and lunches, just like a regular brick and mortar position. But again, I don't know how that goes. When I used to work the customer service, it was fair. I feel like it was fair. They will allot you. A lot of companies, I say, and I used to always do the mathematical thing. So if they said you had to have 90% schedule adherence, I would say I will figure out how many minutes I can be off the phone per hour. That's just me. So if it was 90% and I say, oh, okay, well, I can do 10 minutes off the phone per hour to be at 90% schedule adherence, I would take my 10 minutes. But that's just me. Don't do what I do. So, yeah. 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 Yeah, Kenny, I agree. Average call handling times. And to me, sometimes with the average call handling times, for new people, um, they should be a little more lenient on those people. But some companies, they want you to come in having average uh, AHT of like 5 minutes, and you don't necessarily know how to go through all of the applications that you need. So sometimes I feel like it's unfair with the average call handling time. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's how long you're on the phone with each customer. Some companies are really strict about that. They didn't used to be in the past. I worked for Virgin Mobile with West at Home, which is now Alarica. And no, it's not. I just like to do what I like to do. I like the positions I work now. Uh, I'm one of those type of people. I don't like to. I have to work on my own pace. Like my brick and mortar job, it allows me to work at my own pace and do what I need to do. My boss doesn't stand over me. I do my job, and that's it. That's all. That's. I'm not a slacker. I just don't like customer service anymore. I just can't do it. But yeah. So I would say that those are unfair to technical support. It isn't fair because when I worked for Virgin Mobile, the training was self-paced, and so you had to just work your way through it. So at the beginning, my average call handling time, I would say, was probably 10 to 15 minutes. As I got good, it went down, and but that was one of the jobs. Hey, Aluna, yes, it is. Are you talking about the data entry job? That Carol posted yesterday, that is a true position. 5,000 a month. Yeah. It just depends on the company, Aluna. I will tell you this: there are people who scam out there to say you can make. And it just depends on the company. Now, if they're saying you're making $30 through Alarica, Concentrix, those companies, that's a scam. Those are a scam, but I would say any of the positions we post are legit, but the companies some people post clickbait and they will say you'll make $5,000 a month, and the job doesn't even pay enough for you to earn $5,000 a month. So you just have to be careful. We don't do the clickbait. I think it's lies. So I don't feel like I have to lie to anybody to give them a position. If we say it's $30 an hour, it is posted that it's $30 an hour. We don't do the clickbait. So yeah. So you're welcome. Any more questions? And thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. For those of you looking for a great side hustle, make sure you check out LIONBRIDGE. LIONBRIDGE is hiring for 2 positions. The first one is the online test contributor, and that position pays $11 an hour. You will need a desktop or laptop computer, cell phone, Android or Apple, and you can work anywhere. The pay is $11.50 an hour. You will be yeah. Hey, Kenny, I would say, yeah, I have done that before. The nuance, I haven't used Nuance Dragon, but I have done the speech to typing for transcription, and we'll leave that at that. You need a desktop, laptop, a PC. Oh, congratulations, Tanny. A PC or yes, Kenny. We're not gonna talk about that. But if you want to be a transcriber, that is a good way, and we'll leave that alone. You will be evaluating online searches and giving your feedback on products and search result from the search result engine. You will need to be an active daily user of your Gmail account. It is up to 10 hours a week. This is not a full-time position. This is a side hustle. It is meant to add to your income. So this is not something that is meant to be a full-time job. It is up to 10 hours a week. So make sure that before you apply, you understand that. This is a side hustle. It is meant to add to your income. It is not meant to be a single source of income. So check out LIONBRIDGE. They are also hiring for the rater position. The rater position pays $14 an hour. You will need a desktop, a laptop, computer. Again, you will need Gmail as your primary email address, broadband internet, smartphone, Android using 4.2 or higher, iPhone running 10.0 iOS version or higher. You'll need a high school diploma. You'll need to be living in the United States for 5 years, 5 consecutive years. You'll need to be an active daily user of Gmail, Google Plus, and other forms of social media. You need to be familiar with all Google products such as Google Home, Google Access, the use of both Android and Siri devices to complete certain tasks. If you have access and use to an Amazon Echo or Dot, and you also need access to a Google Home device and experience in a use of multiple web browsers. This position pays $14 an hour. So again, this is not meant to be a full-time position. It is a side hustle, and it is meant to add income into your home. If you have been with us a while, you know that side gigs and side hustle are not full-time positions. They are meant to add another stream of income into your home, and usually you work when you want to work, or you do tasks when you want to do the task. So make sure you check LIONBRIDGE out. Again, this video today is brought to you by Cover. Cover provides 1099 contractors and gig workers. So if you work for Uber, Instacart, if you're a 1099 employee for LIONBRIDGE or something like that, they provide benefits. These benefits range from, if you're an Uber driver and you get in a car accident, they will pay you 80% of your income until your car is fixed, or if your car is totaled, they will pay you 80% of your income for 2 weeks or until you get your car, another car. If you are hospitalized, Cover will pay you 80% of your income, and it's if it's due to no fault of your own, they'll pay you 80% of your income. If you are hospitalized, they provide you with teledoc benefits. So hey, Andrea. So if you need have medical questions, or you can't see a doctor, they will put you in contact with teledoc so you can go to the doctor that way. Cover has different packages ranging from $7 to $49, and it is a great benefit for gig workers, because we know as 1099 positions and employees and gig workers, there is no access to health insurance or benefits through a company. You have to purchase them on your own. Cover is providing a type of benefit to help gig workers or 1099 employees. Check out our link in the chat. When you sign up, you get your first month free for using our link. So check out Cover. It is a great thing to have if you are a 1099 or a gig worker. Do we have any more questions? Well, thank you guys for joining us. Andrea, we talked about 2 non-phone positions today with Boomtown and also literably. Carol, can you put literably in there? I don't have the link anymore. I put Boomtown in, Andrea, for you. It is a SMS. It is a non-phone position. They're hiring in Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Nevada, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. The pay is $11 an hour. Hours range from 18 to 29 hours per week. Also, guys, if you want to check out the position on our blog that we put in today, Valvoline is hiring. Yes, Valvoline, the oil, the oil change company is hiring remote workers. Also, the pay is 15 plus. So you may check. Carol put the link. So check out our blog for that information. Is there any more questions? Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You're just looking at it. For those of you who are new, we are doing a 25K giveaway when we reach 25,000 subscribers. We did a 15K giveaway, and we also did a 10K giveaway. So we're doing a 25K giveaway, which we are doing the All Things Work at Home again, in which we will give away things like headsets, mouse, keyboards. I forgot what else we gave away, but things like that. Okay, Carol, I forgot about that. Also, if you we gave away 2 monitors last time, but instead of monitors, we're going to replace those with 1 desktop and 1 laptop computer. The way you enter the drawing is that, number 1, you subscribe to our channel. Number 2, you take one of our YouTube videos. It does not matter which one. You take those and share them on your social media with your friends and family, and you come back to this video, type I shared. We will put your name into the drawing. It doesn't matter how many times you share. If you come back and just tell us you shared, your name will get entered into the drawing. So check that out, guys. Another side hustle that we always talk about is Inbox Dollars. Inbox Dollars will pay you to watch videos, play games, read emails, surf the net. The great thing about Inbox Dollars that if you share your if you share your referral link with your friends, family, people on social media, with whoever, they will get a sign up bonus. You will get a referral bonus. You will also make money when they watch the videos, read the emails, do the surveys, surf the net. That is the strategy to use. You will make money and create the streams of income if you share your referral link. You will make money by playing the games and things like that, but it will take a while to accumulate. So by sharing your link, you will create another stream of income. Another company that does the same as Inbox Dollars is Fusion Cash. Fusion Cash will pay you to surf the net, read emails, take surveys, and do different tasks. The great thing about Fusion Cash is that you can share your referral link. When you share your referral link, you will get a referral bonus. The person who signs up will get a sign-up bonus, and you will get paid when they do tasks on Fusion Cash. The strategy with both of these to create another stream of income is to share your referral link. That is how you make the money. That is the strategy you need to use to create that stream of income. Both of these companies pay out through PayPal. I think Fusion Cash is $25 and Inbox Dollars is $30. Carol, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But check out these 2 companies together can create you another stream of income. So any more questions? Excuse me. Well, thank you guys for joining us again. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes and things. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on Wednesday. If you have never joined our Wednesday live, we do highlight a specific state. So if you would like your state highlighted, please drop it in the chat. And whichever one has the most of the states that we have left, we will highlight that state. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your Labor Day tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hey, Jan and Ice. I'm gonna try to talk to him. I was gonna do it close to the time that it is for Texas to come around. So I was thinking maybe about November, December time. But if you guys want it before then, let me know. If you want him to come before then, please let me know and I can talk to him about that. And then if then I'll ask him to come back in December or November. So if you guys want to talk to the want me to have the person on that does taxes a little sooner so you can get some information, just drop it in the chat and I'll talk with him and we'll see, can we get something arranged if you would like it. I was thinking about more November or December, November, Decemberish, so since it's closer to tax time. If you would like it before then, please just drop it in the chat and I'll see what I can do and let you know. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.